Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Centrios. We're here for another video. It's on Saber's channel.
Yo, what's up?
We're going to be talking about, this is a midway through the season recap and predictions for the rest of the season 8 of SCL.
Yeah, Centrios will be taking the lead on this video. I'm just gonna be here, and yeah.
So, let's start off with the draft, because basically that's obviously where everything started, and that's what all the teams are. And through the draft, Ryan actually created a power rankings, and so we can kind of go off of that and looking at the teams. So overall, we see a lot of variety in these teams. Some people drafted things they're used to.
Was this the draft order? Yeah, it was Brian, Parker, Sylvia, Parker, me, Kenny, Pitt, Centrios, you, Will, Faded, Dalian, Azun, E.
Yeah, and you drafted for Dylan Azun.
Yeah, I drafted for Dylan, Azuni. But he practically drafted. He just told me picks, and then I just changed them, and yeah. But anyways, so also in this video we're gonna talk about the people's record and what they're up to, and like what changes they made, power rankings. They're obviously like differential and like score, and we'll explain our playoff predictions. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Starting off, Ryan, if I'm looking at the power rankings, Ryan started off with Dylan being the top team, and with me, Pitt, Faded at the bottom. So this was pretty interesting because obviously Faded went what 7-0 or 8-0 or 9-0.
He went 8-0 last season.
Yeah. So.
Oh, but this was post draft, by the way. So this means none of the battles have been done.
Yeah. So this is just straight out of the draft, and this actually took a little while because Daly drafted late, and then actually afterwards Daly changed up his team like entirely. So if we look at the draft, he drafted Heatran, Dragonite, Mega Diancie, and if we look at his team right now, it's Talonflame, Garchomp, Tangrowth. He literally changed up his entire team, like, within 24 hours. Which is pretty crazy, but I mean, it seems to be working for him. He has 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to the power rankings. So, you had Parker at 6 and Brian at 5, and they were pretty nice. I liked the power rankings. They were very interesting. Everybody had questions about them, and I liked the comments you listened for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just the draft. So we can show you the teams currently now. So everybody's into their respective division, and they all have their full teams. So with, let's see, who do you think has the best team now, or best teams and worst teams? Because like a lot of them have changed quite a lot, including mine.
I still think that KenDog does have a really good team. I do think that because KenDog and Dylan don't have like Dylan and KenDog didn't change up their teams at all. Like they haven't made any FAs.
He's like Mamoswine for what was it they traded you? Excadrill?
Yeah, but I also think like if people do start making FAs, everyone's team is a threat. I still think that even though Parker's 0-3, he's the only guy that hasn't win. I still think he has very good potential with his team.
Definitely, I like the look of his team.
Yeah, it's just like it all came down on how he played and like what position, like how he played it. But I still think his team is very viable still. And going into outer divisions, he still has a really good chance to come back and still make playoffs. But yeah, overall, I do think like if people like start realizing like since we're like 3 games in, so we're like almost at the midpoint of the season, and everyone has a loss other than me, and everyone has a win other than Parker. So if you try to find like that piece that you were missing, like I think your team would be better. It's pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. It's whether or not you really like think about what you're missing and like. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, teams are they kind of do rely on the person a lot, and if they're good at using that Pokemon and things like that, and so sometimes people are trying out new Pokemon, and sometimes they're going back to old ways with them. Like we can see, like if we look at Faded's team, that is a very faded kind of team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't really look at that team and always and like kind of be super scared of it, but it's just how he uses it, and it's interesting. So yeah, I mean that's the teams there. Now looking at the schedule, week one we had our first division matches,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a pretty interesting week. I'm not gonna lie, there were all except for one of the battles were 5-0. So it was a really it was. You even said this, I think, in your power rankings that you either railed or you got railed.
Yeah. Also, you can really tell the difference of like the as per se the effort that people have put in week one. Not saying like you didn't really put in effort like the people that lost, but there was a really big gap. Like there's a lot of 5-0s, and you could tell the people that actually like put in like thought and like planned better than the other people, because a lot of losses were just like, oh, I didn't expect it, I didn't expect that, I didn't know this thing got that, or like, oh, I didn't really prep for that or something. And that's what really how week one went. Like everyone that lost it like practically was like, oh, I just didn't realize that or something. And it came
Yeah,
down to like whether or not like you expected that or weren't prepped for it, and that's like on you as a player. Like, and that's why like people got like 5 out of the 6 matches were 5-0s, because
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So that happened like all around the board. David 5-0'd Parker, you 5-0'd Daly, Kenny 5-0'd Keys, which that was his first loss in the regular season in like 2 seasons or something.
Well, yeah, in this season and last season.
Yeah, like because last season he was undefeated, and the season before I think he was like 7-1.
He went 6-2, I thought.
6-2. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so something like that. So he doesn't lose very often. So that was a very big play by Kenny there. Now that's Kenny's only win. Yeah, which is kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah. So he 5 from there, and then Brian 5-0's Will, Dylan 3-0's Pupper. Because Dylan hasn't played since what, season 4?
Yeah, well, season 5. Oh yeah, wait, season 5, I think.
Yeah,
He hasn't played for a while, but he came back and beat considering one of the better players in our league. Well, I think everyone's on the same skill level in this league. I don't think there's like anyone could beat anyone, to be honest. As we see Dylan beat Pupper, I do think going on to that was the highlight match of the week. If you want to open it up, I'm gonna open it up.
I honestly think so too, because there's a lot of skill in between both players.
I do think that Faded had a terrible matchup. Well, he didn't have a terrible, like he had a really bad matchup. I don't think Pupper's team really suits how Pupper plays. But overall, I feel like Dylan just like he knew what he had to do, and like he knew what was really good against Pupper, and he just like used that to his advantage. He used Magneton very well, and same with Mew. Mew kind of like what I said before. Mew kind of just won him the game because Pupper really wasn't prepped for like a no attack toxic Mew with Roost and Roar. Really, that if he predicted a Tyranitar switch in every time Tyranitar came in, because he got set up Stealth Dogs really early, he just got roared out. And then plus Toxic plus Rock Chip, Tyranitar was on 37% by like turn like 20, and over the time I think he after Zapdos died, his only really good defensive wall to Lopunny, other than like Latias, it just came down to like Mew stalling out the rest of the game, like with just Roost. It didn't matter if Pupper set up or just clicked Icicle Spear. Mew came in and kind of obliterated. And after that, Noivern just came in and won. And I thought that was a really good play on both of those people's ends, and that's what I like really want to see as a good battle. But yeah, not disregarding everyone else that battled, but I do think that was the battle of the week. It was the only battle that wasn't a 5-0.
Yeah. So there's that. That was the first week. That was a very interesting week because that one went by really fast. So we started on a week and a half. So we started on a Wednesday, and we gave from that Wednesday till the next Sunday to get all the matches done. And I think they were done by like the Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really, really fast week. We got all the battles done in less than a week, I believe, because everyone was really excited. They all just wanted to kind of jump in, and obviously now we got into past Thanksgiving, and and everybody's still kind of recovering from the business, and I'm recovering from personal things too. But we're still going on schedule and having a good fun with that. I just got spammed. Why am I getting spammed? Anyway, so on to week 2. Week 2 was a much more diverse week. There were 2 6-0s.
Yeah.
And much more diverse. And it was a very shocking week too, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Will put up a really good fight against Faded. Brian beat Kenny.
Which was a surprise. I didn't expect that to win, but Keys ended up just beating Will, which I thought Will played very, very well in. I 6-0'd Parker. It was just Parker. I don't think Parker prepped. Well, he did have really good prep, but my team just overpowered him in strength and bulk and everything. I just had a better team in that matchup. I do think that Daly versus Silvio wasn't the biggest upset, even though there was a ton of upset this week. But yeah, other than that, there's not a lot to talk about in week 2. Other than there was 2 6-0s, like you said before.
Yeah, one against me, which was kind of sad, but you know it happens. I think that was the Russell 6-0. I completely miscalculated something right around the beginning, and that just kind of screwed me up for the rest of the match. And that kind of goes especially the thing that you just said about week 1, where if you just didn't prepare for something or you make one big mistake and it kind of it sends you over the edge. And yeah, so that was week 2. That week was also pretty fast. Everybody kind of started to get those battles done pretty early. And then week 3, everything kind of slowed down. So week 3. Week 3 was a little bit tighter. It was a weird week because I think Kenny and Will, they actually got their match done like near the end of week 1.
Going into week 3, the biggest upset of the week was definitely Kenny versus Will. They done their match really, really early during week 2, like you said. But at the end, I'll show it on my recording. It really looked like Kenny was railing Will. Like, it shouldn't have been like anywhere close. Like, Will taunt. Like, I think it was 6-3. And yeah, like right here, it's 6-3 with 14 turns left, and Kenny has a full team of 6, and like he has a Melodic on 94 and a Mandibuzz on 80, and like all of his, other than Mesprit, his whole team's on like full HP, and it doesn't really matter if Mesprit and Melodic plus Clefable are low, because all 3 of them can heal them, but Will kind of just went in with Tornadoes.
Actually, 6-2 at turn 19. It was 6-2.
Yeah. It was 6-2 at turn 19 when he got that Earthquake, and Sylveon plus Thunders just got the job done. He got a nice knockoff Scourge Drill, bringing down Kenny's really only good attacker other than Sneasel in this matchup. Getting some chips. Sylveon comes in and kills something here. It kills Clef and Mandibuzz both in one shot. And then it's just Tornadoes versus a full 57% Melodic and a Sneasel. He obviously misses the Hurricane, which was kind of huge. But it also worked in his favor due to the fact that he did. And then here, he gets a nice... Oh, wait. Right here, he gets the nicest Confusion. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Oh, yeah, he gets the Confusion here. Sorry. He gets the nicest Confusion, bringing Melodic down to 9. And he hits himself in Confusion, dying to Toxic. And then Kenny not bringing Ice Shard. Tornadoes still outsped and clicked Superpower, and he ended up winning over Sneasel, which was an amazing battle. I don't know how someone can flip the switch like 6-2 to like like having 2 Mons, one like with Stealth Rocks up, like, and one of your Mons is a flying type, against the Mandibuzz plus Clefable plus Melodic. Like, that was insane. That's why
Tornadoes -1 attack still killed Sneasel.
Yeah, because it was quad effective.
Yeah. So like that's just really crazy though.
Yeah.
That was a crazy match. because it was a mad comeback, and then obviously the confusion at the end kind of triggered Kenny, and he ended up leaving.
Yeah. Also, actually, this week was filled with RNG because your win versus Dylan was sort of RNG based. Will versus Kenny was RNG based, and like, there was some big RNG battles.
And and me versus Dylan went to what turn?
Yeah, I don't really feel like reviewing that right now.
I think it was like turn 90.
And then Pitt versus Pupper. Pitt just practically handed Pupper six free kills with Mega Latias. Because he just let him set up with +6. I beat Silver. It was just end up being like one Mon comes in, it kills something, and then a revenge kill, then it dies, and then the revenge killer gets revenge killed and then dies. It was just mostly back and forth, just Pokemon dying. Daily versus Parker was just an average match. Both of them played very well. And then Kias versus Brian, BDA got swept by Bishop. So yeah, with all three of those in mind, these are the final standings. I'll go to standings. I'm in first place right now because I beat Centrios like 2 minutes ago with 5-0. And then Pablo's 2-1, Dylan's 2-1, BDA's 2-1, Vader's 2-1, Dylan's 2-1, Daly's 2-1, sorry. Kenny's 1-2, so is also 1-2. And then Pitt and Will are tied for 10th. Technically, that should be 10th. And then Luke is 1-3, and Parker is also 0-3.
This is a really interesting season, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Brian's really high in the rankings. David and Kenny are slipping. They're slipping down the rankings.
Yeah.
Historically, they've always been really good teams. Like typically 5-3 teams. And they've typically been 5-3s, and obviously they can still come back. There's lots of time. They could win out both.
Yeah, which is also, we didn't mention that the top two from each division go to an A playoff, and the bottom two go to B. So the winner of A just wins the whole thing, and the winner of B just like is like a constellation for playoffs. But like I said, B is like the toughest division because accordingly, due to like previous statistics of last season's, Faden and Ken Dog have better statistics than Will Brian. But this season right now, that BD and Will are showing that they're still here to play and that they can win games.
Yeah, so it's like I think B is definitely the closest division.
Yeah.
Obviously, the powerhouse is like David Keys in there. It was interesting to see him lose right off the start, but that being said, he is capable of losing. So
yeah, he did switch up his team. His team definitely had some major holes in it, but he ended up fixing a team and making himself be able to go 2-0 after his team picks up. But I do wonder in outer divisions when he fights Silvio and Pupper, arguably really good players in the league. How his team that he's like tried to like FA and made a little bit better, can really stand up against a Mega Latias plus a Victini Mega Ulteria.
Historically, Faded versus Pupper has been a very fun match to watch. It's one of the most skillful matches that I like to watch and see because they both bring so much to the table, and it's always like I don't think they've ever had anything more than a 2-0 when they play each other. It's really interesting to watch. So I look forward to seeing that. Is that this week or next week?
This is this week. And also Silvio and Kenny are going to go at it. I really would like to see it as well. Victini plus Mega Alt and Mamo. Really against the Megazard X plus Excadrill. And like a really good off, both like physical attackers off. Especially below Kenny has a really good defensive core that soaks up a lot of hits. And like all three of his UU picks can recover cleanly and take mega hits. Plus, Clefable with Wish Report is just fantastic.
They have a lot against Suicune, both in the same match.
Yeah, exactly. But I also like David's like Victini and Mega Altaria. It's also very scary. And it's very hard to handle because Mega Altaria can run mixed with physical and special. But I definitely think physical will come this matchup because he can set up.
I think there's a sleeper in this match. There's a sleeper Pokemon that David's going to at least hopefully brings this Hitmontop. I think Hitmontop can show up in a big way.
Yeah.
And if Kenny doesn't prepare for Hitmontop or find a way to get rid of him fast, I think he could be a lot of trouble switching in and out and being with the technician.
Also, 2-1 battle coming up week 4 is Daly versus Dylan. That'll be also a good match. Daly with his new team going after he made some FAs like Faded going 2-0.
I don't think they really expected Daly and Dylan to be playing at the level that they are. After Daly did just beat Silvio, either last week or the week before, it's kind of crazy the upsets that have been happening. And then Dylan, to me last week, if Dylan can bring it back, then he can, and Tupper loses, then he can take control of the division over again. Because like really the outer divisions are the most important time, because that's when you're playing people that that's when you can like shine over the people in your division without having to face them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving. So like I said, so week 4 and week 5 are 2 other divisions. So in week 5, there's Pitt versus Parker, which is going to be an amazing battle because both of those, Pitt's doing fairly well and Parker's not doing that great, and it could be a big upset in a big way if Parker picks up a nice double right here. As well as me.
Who does Parker play this week? He plays Will. Parker's definitely.
He has a chance.
Yeah.
I play Papa, which will be fantastic. I would like to see the winner of Faded versus him first, and then Faded versus David will be good. You versus Brian will be a good battle. Dylan versus Kenny will be a good battle because Kenny is like a guru and Dylan's coming and he's gonna like ninja star Kenny because yeah. Anyways, and then the next 3 week 6, week 7, week 8 are all just back same as week 1 and 2 and 3, and hopefully we'll see some differences. So do you have a playoff what 2 people from every single division will make it to A, and then you're gonna give a prediction of a winner, and then you're gonna give a prediction of a B winner. Okay.
So let's see.
Okay. So who's gonna make A?
I think it's gotta be Pupper and Dylan I think it's gonna be Dylan on top.
Okay.
I think so. Dylan's gonna be on top there. I think Dylan can go either 7 and 2.
7 and 1 or 6 and 2?
Yeah, I think he definitely could.
Okay.
Looking at the rest of his schedule, he plays this week, he plays Daily. He's going to come up with a win versus Daily. And then I think he's going to find a way to either outplay or just play long enough to find a hole in Kenny's team and then just play right through it, just as he has these past few weeks. And then I think he just wins out unless he makes a mistake. Then he can go 6 and 2, 7 or overall 7 and 1. And I think Pupper goes about the same, but has like one more loss than him. So I think those are the 2 for A.
Okay.
And B. This is gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be Faded and Brian.
Okay.
I think Brian takes that division.
Oh, okay.
Kenny, I think just is gonna make mistakes. Like he has a really good team, but I think he's just gonna make mistakes and it's not gonna work out in his favor. Like Brian's already 2 and 1.
Yeah.
He has the advantage there. I think Brian's just gonna keep grinding and keep getting at it. I think Brian's finally gonna take a title over people in his division because Brian's been a good player in SCL historically, but he's never made it.
I don't think he's made it in the first round playoffs.
I don't think he has. I think this is the season that he does.
Okay. And then what about C division?
C division, I think, it's Parker and David. I think it's you, and I think David will come back.
All right, and you think I'll be on top, obviously.
Yeah, I think you'll be on top, either 7 or 1 or 8 now.
Okay, so then everyone else is in B. Who do you think? So who's gonna play who in A out of the 6 people?
If you're the 1 seed, you will probably face off against. You'll probably face off against. Wait. This is 6-person playoff, so 1 and 2 will get a bye. So you won't play anyone. And I think the other 2 seed will be. Dylan.
Okay.
So you and Dylan get a bye.
Alright.
And then I think it's going to be Faded versus David.
Okay.
and Ryan versus
Popper. Okay.
And I think Pupper takes the win, and Faded takes the win.
Okay.
And Pupper would be the lower seed here, so he'll play you.
Okay.
And then it'll be Faded versus Dylan.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah. By the way, Faded lost to Umbly last season.
Faded lost to. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
And then I think Faded offs Dylan.
Okay. So Faded moves on.
Yeah, I think there's an upset that happens there where Faded offs Dylan.
I definitely think Dylan would be the underdog in that battle.
I mean, statistically he won't, but yeah, I get what. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
And then you versus who was it?
Popper.
I think Popper takes the win over you for your first playoff loss for a while.
Cool.
And then it becomes was that Popper Faded?
Yeah, Popper Faded again. So who do you think's gonna win week 4? Popper versus Faded.
This week 4?
Yeah, this week. Week 4.
I think it's gotta be Popper.
Okay, then who do you think's gonna win finals?
I think it's gonna be Popper again.
Okay, so you think Popper's gonna go all the way?
I think Popper's got it this season. This is Popper's year.
Okay, and then give me a rundown for B.
And then for B, let's see. Close calls will be Daily. Daily will be with the top seed in B. And then Kenny.
Okay.
Kenny and Daily are the top seeds.
Okay.
But Daily being the 1.
Daly being the 1? Alright.
Yeah. And then
Kenny being the 2? Okay.
Yeah.
And then who's gonna play?
And then the players, it'll be Parker being the bottom seed.
Okay.
Pitt as the second last seed.
Okay.
Then me, and then Will.
So Will's gonna play Parker and you play Pitt?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think Will takes the win.
Okay.
I think I'll take the win because after playing Pitt 1 or 2 more times, and especially if I have me over Pitt, I'll probably have beaten them.
Okay, so then you would play Kenny, and then... Oh, wait, no. Will would play Kenny, and then you would play Daly. Okay. So who's gonna win that? Who's gonna win that?
I think Kenny takes the win over Will.
Okay.
Gets revenge on him after his recent loss.
Okay.
And then I think... who would I be playing? Daly?
Yeah.
I play so well against Daly. I think I take the win over Daly.
Okay.
I just know exactly how he plays.
And then you versus Ken Dog.
And then me versus Ken Dog. And then, honestly, I don't know. I'd have to do a rock, paper, scissors. That one's I think that's a toss-up. I think his team takes the win for that one.
Okay. And not...
My team does really well against his, actually.
Okay. And then your skill will overtake Kenny's skill.
Yeah. I think Kenny definitely has more skill, but I think my team has a good matchup against his.
Alright, so then you think you win? Or Kenny?
I think I take a win on that, because Kenny won't honestly care about what he beats.
True. It's Ken Dog. Alright, so Centrios wins B and Papa wins A. You heard it here, folks, guys. That's right now mid-season SCL predictions. We'll do an end-season SCL predictions of Week 8, and we'll see what happens. So thank you guys. Yeah?
What are your quick predictions? Because instead of in-depth like I did, do a quick prediction of A and B winner.
I think that solely based... I think that Silvio will win.
Silvio will win the whole season.
I think Silvio will win. I think Silvio will barely beat out Daly. And then he'll play someone bougie like Dylan. And then make playoffs. And then I would lose to like Papa or Faded or something. And then Silvio would play like Faded and then win. That, I don't know. That's just giving me a guess. And then for B, I do think that... If Ken Dog and Faded both go, I think Brian will win B. But if Ken Dog goes to B or Faded, they will win B. I think someone from B division will win B playoffs.
Okay. So do you think David's just great win on good. On
I
good
think
matchup.
David will only win, if he'll have a good matchup. I think if he played Papa round 1, I don't think he'll do that well. I don't know. Miguel Terry does eat his team, but I don't know. I think Papa will do something. Plus, we don't know how it's gonna work. Okay, but
Wait, so do you think he's gonna play round 1? Because he has to at least play 2 rounds to make it to finals.
I think he'll play round 1 Dylan, and then he'll play like round 2 Papa or Kenny or someone. Someone from B. But on Seoul, based on it, I do think that KenDog does have a chance to win SCL. If he doesn't...
Kenny's team definitely is there.
Yeah, Kenny's team could win SCL if Kenny was good.
Kenny's kind of like...
If Kenny doesn't sack win cons, I think so. I also do think as well Brian does have a chance to go and win this season.
Yeah, I think Brian and Kenny are both... It's a toss-up between them for who makes
You never know. Dylan might go hot. We really don't know. Midway, like Postway and Midway is always hard because we don't know statistics. We don't know RNG. We don't know anything.
I mean, I really do like how Brian's been playing. His only loss, obviously, to Faded.
Yeah, and he got raped. Anyways, we also don't know how much effort people are going to put in battles, so that could really dictate it. But yeah, anyways. Alright, we're going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you for when we're at week 8, and Centrios and I are back here with our predictions. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.